Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton are filming a remake of King Kong and arrive at a mysterious island. This film will be their big break. They meet the great and glorious guru, Hugh Hefner, who agrees to help them for 50% of the gross. He lowers it to 49% when he sees how pretty Liz Taylor is, but he's eventually convinced to do it for free for the exposure that the film will bring him. Liz and Richard are looking for a giant ape, King Konk, but Hugh has been on this island for a long time, and if a giant ape existed, he'd know about it. There is no giant ape, but there is a weird giant ape-like shadow that falls across the jungle. We're reading every Spider-Man ever, and this is Not Brand Echh, issue 11, King Konk 68. Richard, Liz and Hugh have found the home of King Konk, handily labelled with lots of signs telling them to keep out, and they attempt to lure him out of his home. They offer fame, like Lassie, and then a lifetime supply of bananas, and then a shot at the White House. I mean, they couldn't do worse. When nothing works, Liz steps forward to let Konk know that he'd be in a movie with her. And all of a sudden, the gate swings open and we meet King Konk and his agent, who is 10% as big as Konk. As everyone flees at the sight of the giant ape, Liz learns that Konk is one of her biggest fans, and she does mean biggest. And he agrees to go back to New York with them. And so, in America, King Konk is presented for the world to see on stage, although the cameramen are more interested in Elizabeth Taylor, and a group of monsters think Konk is a has-been. When Konk spots star photographer Peter Pooper taking photographs of him, he reaches a hand out to grab Peter. Konk wants the photos for his press clippings, but Peter needs the money he can get for them to afford a brain operation for his aunt, to find out if she's got one. And so he flees, hoping to find a phone booth so that he can change into Spidey-Man, while King Konk chases after him with Elizabeth Taylor stuck on his head. Her screams for help are heard by the heroes of New York, including the Fantastic Four and the Avengers, and those heroes race to rescue her, but they can do little to stop him and only succeed in frightening him enough that he climbs the Empire State Building. With all of the heroes buzzing around him, King Kong swats at them but can't be moved. But a watchman for the building throws the book at him, literally, and King Kong leaps into the water and swims away. It turns out that the book was the origin of species, and Konk learnt that he was related to humans and wanted to get away before it happened to him. And Spidey-Man arrives at the dock, too late to have any effect. Thanks for watching and joining me on this journey to read every Spider-Man ever. Tomorrow, Spider-Man discovers the cost of fame, but while we wait for that issue, here's a fun fact about this one. There are other appearances by Spidey-Man in this issue between this story and the next. There are reprints of previous stories and a nursery rhyme. It goes like this. Little Miss Doozy got a bit woozy, slurping up soup by the pound. Along came old Spidey and sat down beside-y, and she squashed him right into the ground.